So what we're going to talk about now is food and how you can use food to control inflammation. We've talked about this already, but I'm just going to give you a summary. So to decrease inflammation, you need to make sure you're avoiding refined oils, trans fats, deep-fried foods like your margarines. Then we're going to look to make sure that your sugar intake is below 30 grams per day, because you don't want to damage any of the protein or fat molecules and create inflammation that way. Also, animal foods. Conventionally raised animal foods are going to promote inflammation. And it's especially interesting that cow's milk contains A1 casein, and this is more inflammatory promoting, where goats or sheep milk or products contain A2 casein, and this isn't as inflammation promoting. So if you find your body's very inflamed and you can't live without dairy, I would look to swap out cows for goats or sheep. Okay, then you really want to focus on increasing your anti-inflammatory foods. So you got your omega-3, so your oily fish, your flax seeds, your chia seeds. You want to make sure you're eating colorful foods that are high in antioxidants. Aim to eat between 5 and 10 portions of fruit or vegetables a day. Ideally, you want to make sure you're getting cruciferous vegetables, so your kale, your spinach, your broccoli, your cabbage, your Brussels sprouts. Again, these guys contain sulforaphane, really good at reducing ROS. So the buildup of reactive oxygen species is going to attack cells. So you want to make sure you're eating your leafy greens, because that's going to help to reduce that. You want to be making sure you're having at least 3 portions of dark leafy greens a day. Fruits and vegetables, let's stick with apples, pears, berries, and stone fruits, because these are lower in sugar and contain a lot more antioxidants, especially the berries. So vegetables, your dark leafy greens, your broccoli, your cabbage, asparagus, mushrooms, cauliflower, radishes, onions. These are all going to help support different systems in the body, especially the liver, the gut. Then turmeric, its active compound is curcumin, and this has been used in Asia as a natural medicine for decades, for centuries, to help reduce inflammation. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in the guru drink. Then your essential fatty acids, just always make sure you're getting some omega-3, some omega-6, okay? Keep well hydrated, and just make sure your daily fiber intake is about 25 to 40 grams. It's going to pull toxins, it's going to pull stuff out of the body, get the stool moving. So just make sure you're eating enough of fiber. So this is your guru drink. So this one you want to take for about 4 to 6 weeks, and it's really good at just calming down your digestive system. So what it is it's a combination of turmeric powder, ginger powder, black pepper, and cinnamon. I take a jar, I put half a cup of each into it, and I mix it up. You can add a little bit of raw honey as you're making it to make it a little bit more palatable. The problem with this drink is it's black pepper and it's got a bite to it. Okay, so I make it as a shot, boil water, put my teaspoon in, let it stand for a while, mix it up, and then down the hatch. You can make it as a tea. It just depends what you're used to, what you like. With this guru drink, you want to make sure that you start off slowly. If you're anyway sensitive, you can have skin eruptions or increased bathroom experience. So I would start off with 1/4 teaspoon with water and a shot or a tea for a duration minimum of 4 to 6 weeks, and you're going to see a huge benefit within your digestive system. So just taking it every day, doesn't matter what time of day, just make sure you're getting it in. So an elimination diet. So an elimination diet is used to help you figure out what foods are creating the symptoms within your body. So if you have a lot of bloating, a lot of gas, diarrhea, constipation, or if you have a lot of joint pain or headaches, you can find that it's linked to foods, but you've got to do the research and the time spent to figure out which foods are aggravating to you. The idea is that you take time to rest your digestive system. And by taking this time to rest your digestive system, you're taking those aggravating foods out, and your body's going to get a chance to heal and recover. If you find there is a food that is super aggravating to your system, you want to take it out for about 12 weeks. Okay, if you take it out for about 12 weeks, that's when your immune system is going to stop raising that flag and saying, hey, this is annoying me. So you're going to do 10 days, take the food out. You're going to help to reduce inflammation. You're going to reset your taste buds so that hopefully you've got a better sense of taste. And it's just going to make you aware of how the symptoms are that you've been dealing with. Sometimes we just think it's normal to be bloated. Sometimes we think it's normal to have energy dips throughout the day. You're looking to reflect upon how you feel better after removing different foods from your diet. So the 10 foods that I generally go with are alcohol, coffee, gluten and wheat, dairy, eggs, corn, soy, sugar, and lectins. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take all these out of your diet for 10 days. There's two different ways you can do it. You can spend 10 days and take coffee out of your diet and then bring it back in and see how you feel. You can spend 10 days taking dairy out of your diet, bring it back in, see how you feel. Or you can do all of these together and then see how you feel. Life gets a little bit boring, I'm not going to lie, when you take all of these out, but you're going to see how you feel. So ideally, take one food out at a time for 10 days, reintroduce it. And by reintroduce it, I mean have it at breakfast time. See how you feel throughout the day. The second day, have it again at breakfast time. See how you feel throughout the day. If your symptoms of headaches, cramping, diarrhea, bloating, gas, joint pain, if they come back strong after you've eaten it within that 48 hours, then that's a sign that your body is reacting to those foods. So if you do the whole 10-day thing, you're going to reintroduce every 2 days and then see how it is. Okay, so if you reintroduce dairy and after the first day you're like, ooh, I've got a lot more gas, you should then avoid dairy again. Ideally, you avoid dairy for 12 weeks and it resets the whole digestive system. Resets the whole immune system, inflammatory response to that food. Okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about movement. So your lymph system is very underutilized in the Western medicine. So if you ever think about, you've got glands under your armpits, you've got glands in your throat, you've got glands around your groin. Okay, so you've got glands pretty much where there's major openings in the body. And these glands are a drainage system, part of the lymph system. The problem is this lymph system does not have a pump in it. So there's no action to keep it moving and flowing throughout the body. The only way we can do this is through movement. So if you're anyway sedentary, this movement system isn't working. Now there's certain techniques you can use to stimulate lymph. I'm sure you've heard of lymph drainage, lymph massage. There's certain things you can do to help. There's a link here to a manual lymphatic drainage you can do yourself, but like skin brushing, jumping, rebounding, power plate, these things are going to help to move lymph around your body. So if you put your hand on your arm and you push your fingers down and you move and you feel the muscle moving, you've bypassed your lymph. If you just put your hands on, your fingertips on your skin and just move the skin a little bit, you're going to stimulate lymph movement there. Okay, so it's just very gentle movement, and you want to just create, with your skin brushing, you're just creating circles, driving it up towards the heart and just getting that pumping around the body. Jumping, moving, walking, this all increases your lymph flow as well. And just make sure you're well hydrated. That's going to help with lymph flow as well. If you're dehydrated, it won't flow as well. Ideally, your urine should look like lemonade, a proper cloudy lemonade, and it should not look like apple juice, and it should never be clear. And sweating is another way to remove toxins out of the body. So exercise and the use of an infrared sauna can help promote sweating. And you're just looking to get this lymph, this second drainage system of the body moving and going. So elimination would be your bowel movements, your urine, your sweat, and your breathing. And then you got your lymph system under that. So movement, you want to make sure you're getting at least 10,000 steps a day. If you need to, challenge a friend, track it on your phone, your Whoop, your Apple Watch, your Fitbit, whatever it is. You want to make sure you're getting at least 10,000 steps a day to get that lymph moving, and it's also always going to help improve your mood. Motion helps emotion. So overtraining is one area that people tend to kind of ignore. They go crazy on the weekends, weekend warriors, and then do nothing during the week, or they're just constantly chipping away at it, never giving their body enough time to rest and recover. So you just want to make sure that your training program is designed to give you enough rest and recovery. And overtraining is a form of stress on the body, okay? So you mightn't feel it mentally, but it's actually a physical stress, and it can lead to inflammation and niggling injuries that never heal. So you always want to make sure you're getting adequate rest within your training program. Lifestyle. Okay, so how to control inflammation. So I've already said, make sure you're eating omega-3, but that's like literally your lifestyle is going out, buying it. Make sure you've got it. So it's either fish oil supplements, seeds, nuts, Okay, make sure your digestive system is functioning optimally. Now, this is sitting down to your meal, relaxing, chewing your food, cooking your food, salivating. Again, follow the digestive lesson, but it's steps that you need to do to make sure that you are sitting down and taking control of eating. You're not just grabbing, running, going, eating on the go. Stress management, which we're going to talk about. So you just want to learn to manage stress in your daily life. Move your body, 10,000 steps a day. Get outdoors, get some light on your skin. Vitamin D and blue light is essential. Okay, keep your sugar intake to below 30 grams a day. Elimination diet if you find that you've got offending foods, symptoms you just can't correlate to anything else. So elimination is your lifestyle, so it's how you choose to deal with that, and just an anti-inflammatory protocol to heal your gut.